do a AAA discount at one of them. I'm just not sure which one it was I called that did a AAA. May have been this one. How come I'm gonna ask them about that tomorrow. Not a veteran. Hey, Charla. I
Hey,
don't know why I hollered.
Charlotte.
I don't know why I hollered your name.
You always do.
All right, Brandy. You have a good night. We'll be on live tomorrow night, but it'll be a little bit earlier than what it'll be our normal time, about 7ish. Try to pick up some battles tomorrow night. She's awesome AF. Brandy, you have
True
a good
story.
night. Yeah, our battles have been kind of slow tonight. I'm getting requests, but I'm getting requests from some shady looking people. No. No. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we got that. That's actually going to pay for another day tomorrow. And that came in clutch today, so got to go in the morning and pay for another day. Then hoping everything goes smoothly tomorrow, and we get to go to the. It's freezing every couple of minutes. Somebody might be recording us. Okay. We are in Tennessee. I didn't know it would do that if somebody was screen recording us.
Hey.
What about you, Nana? See, I just learned something. Thank you, Stephanie. Ow. My pinky. Wisconsin. Ain't that the cheese state?
Mm-hmm.
Britt, what part of Tennessee are you from? I had to look close to that because the only thing I seen was the blonde hair.
Uh-huh. And he thought it. And he thought it.
Your name was Britt, and I thought you was our niece there for a minute. I was like, what? And then I had to blow it up to look at it. From Nash, Vegas. I switched to my phone data, so maybe that'll make the freezing stop. The guy's name was Hadi Khan. Hadi Khan. That was so wrong of me. Huh? I'm Khan Supernusafon. Khan Jr.
Oh, thank you.
She's pretty when she smiles. She's pretty when she frowns too. She's still pretty when she's mad at me, but she's still pretty. Had to watch what I said.
I didn't do anything to myself today, so.
Some Brit, well, welcome. We're just on here battling and trying to make it through life. Thank you, down south, Mama. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep our heads up.
Yep.
And thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Queen. Britt, that follow back, I did. I seen that picture and thought it was our name. Got one, Cupcake.
There's another assumer.
You got a job, Cupcake? Just wondering. Excuses. What? TT is going good. It rained today, so I didn't get to work today.
My favorite couple.
Oh, thank you, Nene. Right now, we're trying to get into a cheaper hotel. Thank you, Britt.
Y'all seem so sweet. Thank you.
Well, get you a cupcake. Alan said we're not sweet.
We are too.
Britt, Alan's my brother-in-law, so. And he gone. Some people, I can tell, we're getting some of the naysayers. So maybe we was just being streamed a while ago.
We probably was.
So our views jumped up and some of the haters have come back in. We get a lot of hate. A lot of trolls, yep. A lot of trolls. They can't just let you be happy in life because, hey, y'all go back to Mike's page and bother him.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on.
It's probably, Britt, we try our best to ignore the negativity. It's usually when we're down on our luck, people want to kick you. I don't understand why people are that way. Like, what happened to lifting each other up? Exactly, Ryan. She can't work. She's trying to get her disability, and I'm working, but
people seem to think that he's not.
it's just rough out there. She has epilepsy, hemiplegic, and PTSD. Thank you, Minnie, for the ice cream cone.
Thank you.
Thank you for the multiple ice cream cones. Ryan, our truck's broke down right now, so we don't have a way to DoorDash. She went out with our sister-in-law the other day, and they DoorDash together and went back and forth on orders. But she doesn't do it every day because they've got kids and stuff. So, what do we have in common? Why did I say common like that? I say stuff and I'm just like, why did I say it like that? Guarantee if I took a battle, our views would drop back down to like 10.
They would.
It's she tried it once with an attorney, now she's trying it without it. Things are looking up though with that, so have we heard of what? We may be missing some comments. I also took it off the hotel's Wi-Fi and put it on my phone.
So it's not freezing now.
Well, we don't have a vehicle to do the Spark and DoorDash and stuff, unless you're talking to Ryan. So we do not have a vehicle to do that in. It's broke down at the moment. So, trying to get... Yeah. Minnie, yes, I do have a Cash App. I will post it in the comments.
Did they ever say what we had in common?
Not to my knowledge. She's been denied 3 times so far. That was just off the epilepsy, though. She had 9 seizures in one day and almost passed on us, and it caused her to have hemiplegic. If you don't know what hemiplegic is, that is a condition in the brain that mimics a stroke, but it will come and go.
I thought someone gave you a good voice.
Yeah, the other day they did, Dog Mom. They did, and it helped us out a lot. That was a few days ago, though. But the hemiplegic will cause it would mimic a stroke when it flares up. Uh, so unfortunately, that came out of the 9 seizures that day. Hey, Charla.
Hey,
I didn't
Charlotte.
scream her name that time. Hey, Chris. It's never
Hi,
Ashley. It's always
Chris.
Chris. I'm beginning to wonder if there is an Ashley. It's just kind of like a Norman Bates thing where Ashley's not really there. It's like mother. Thank you, Jane? Thank you, Jane.
Thank you. Thank you.
Taxes that get a lot of it. Thank you for all the heart puffs. We appreciate that. I didn't see your offer, Helena. Oh, Angel Wings. I think we're getting some filters.
Yeah. Excuse
People
me.
are getting filtered. Janie? Okay. Thank you. We appreciate that. We appreciate the heart puff. Johnny. Janie's got a. Can't say that.
No,
Janie's got a pew pew. That just don't sound the same. If Steven Tyler would have sung that, that would not have been a hit. That's pronounced Janie. Thank you, Britt. Good night to you.
Pronounced.
Janie.
Oh,
I'm horrible with names. Like if you probably new to our lives, I will butcher someone's name unless it's the absolute most complicated name ever, and then somehow I get that right first try. And then other names I get wrong so bad. Like
oh my goodness, y'all.
I know it's past my bedtime. We're going to stay on for 12 more minutes. That would give us an hour. Excuse me, guys. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all the best thing you can ever eat is a cold, beefy 5-layer burrito, not warmed up, and wash it down with the chocolate milk. That's the beast. We are in Tennessee. Have enough to pay up on the room tomorrow. So tomorrow morning I'm going to go down and pay for another day. Then after that we're trying to figure the rest of it out. Minnie. Our little what do you mean what part?
I don't know, that's what we were saying.
No, she was asking something else. Yeah, the hotel we're in is thank you, Minnie. We would definitely appreciate that. The hotel we're in is 110 a night. We're hoping that this weekend we get into a cheaper hotel. We are in Dyersburg, Tennessee. We don't have any Airbnbs in this town. I do not have Chime. Our fur baby. The ones that don't know, she's Chihuahua Jack Russell mix, and she likes to get on her phone. Back when she had the Dunkin's app on it, somehow or another, she would always open up the Dunkin's app. She step on her phone, Dunkin's app. I feel you on that one, Minnie. We have never been in this situation in our life. This year has put us into a horrible spot. We've never had to live in hotels. We've always had a house. what's that, a vehicle to drive, and it's just like, I think she wanted a cup. It is a lot of
Yeah.
money, but the other hotel we was at was 86 a day, but they booked the rooms out from underneath us when they was marking them up for the holiday. And this was the next cheapest. They actually keep going up in price here, but we're trying to get uh, into a cheaper one. Actually, we was in a pretty cheap one. Um, we're going to try Angel Wings. Not for sure. Well, you said go back. Well, actually, we're not going back to that one. Um, we found another one that's cheaper, and it was the trolls off of here that kept calling that got us kicked out of the one that we was in for 5 months, and was starting to see a little bit of light. Bob the Ninja, I haven't asked for a dime today, man. We just came on here to battle and talk, and people are asking me questions. So I haven't asked anybody for anything. Has anybody heard me ask for money? We've discussed how much I'm paying for the room, but I haven't asked anybody for anything. And we're only on for about 8 more minutes. We've got tomorrow covered. Not asking for anything. Bob the Ninja, if you want to send something, send some love and some prayer. Try that everyone. Send some love, buddy. How about that, man? How about ask how we're doing today? How about ask, hey, man, are you all right today? Many people seem to think that they should be able to tell everybody else how to spend their money on here. Uh, I wish we had a trailer to give you a tour on. I'd love to have a single wide trailer or something. It is, um, it is hard to find. Excuse me. It is hard to find work in this town.
Do you have a double wide? I wish.
Wish we did. Had a double wide, we wouldn't be staying in a hotel. People just instantly judge. I wish we had a double wide. We was I seen the question, Ryan. That's the goal, is to get back to where we can move back into a home. Um, Granny B says she loves the hair. I'm assuming she's talking to you and not my Arctic blonde. Oh, but I've said on here a few times, man. It shouldn't matter if someone finds it in their heart to donate to somebody. That's their money. That's their thing, right? Yeah, Casey. That's why we're not staying in this one long. Just long enough to transition from here to a cheaper one, and then be able to save some money to transition from that to a house. We was in another one that was cheaper. The first one we was in was $350 a week, but and so many people off here started calling that hotel in and making complaints about us being on TikTok, and they said we was trashing out that hotel and this is that and the other. They actually asked us to leave because of trolls on TikTok. Ryan, we've actually on a waiting list. We're on a 6 to 10 month waiting list for an interview to see if we can be put on a waiting list to get an apartment for our housing authority. It's insane here. So 6 to 10 months. We've been on it for about 5 months. Chris, yes, I do. So hoping for the interview for that sometime soon. But then we get put, if the interview goes good, we get put on a waiting list for a house or for an apartment in the housing system. Bob the Ninja didn't stick around long. It's insane,
I
Nene. It
know.
really is. VC, I do. She cannot. She's trying to get her disability. And this wasn't even the point of coming on tonight. The point of coming on. And this wasn't even the point of coming on tonight. The point of coming on Um, they don't do Thanksgiving, Christmas, nothing. They don't. My family just. I don't know if her moms and nieces and stuff are getting anything organized. Usually theirs is the last minute
Yeah.
before anybody knows anything. So, but right now nobody's talked about Thanksgiving. It's wild to think Thanksgiving is right here.
I know.
Not yet.
Not yet, so that's what I
It's
figured.
what's today? Today is the 13th of November. Alan, you know we ain't gonna know nothing about the family Thanksgiving until at least the 22nd. Stephanie, we do not have kids. It's wild, Shannon. It's like it just blows my mind. Like Thanksgiving's 2 weeks away.
Oh.
She had cancer in 2014. She had endometriosis and uterine cancer, which led to a full hysterectomy. And they got all the cancer, and she's been in remission from that since. But that caused us not to have any kids. We was lucky though. Her older brother gave us 5 nieces that we could spoil.
Yeah.
Hype them up on chocolate cake and Mountain Dew, and send them back home to Mama and Daddy.
And we got the boys now.
Yeah, now we got the boys, and we got great nieces now.
Oh. Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah, and we have our fur baby.
You want another one?
Sure. Listen, for the people who ain't seen her,
Say where she at.
Bean, you gotta make an appearance tonight. That's our little fur baby, Juju Bean. Say hi to everybody. No? Not in the mood tonight?
She said, no, I'm not in the mood tonight.
Why are you on a duffel bag?
She ain't in the mood tonight.
Charlotte said, hey. She nodded. Listen, she didn't want to get up and do anything right there, but if I was to crinkle plastic like I was opening something,
Yeah.
she'd be right there. She did like look at me like, go away. It's 10:30, I'm asleep. We're doing pretty good tonight. How are you doing? Yeah, she's our fur baby. We love her to death. Wouldn't know what to do without her. She is probably about 12 years old. Shannon, she was actually my wife's grandmother's dog. And when Granny passed, Juju Bean, her name's Juliet. She had a brother named Romeo. Romeo was tragically killed by some meaner dogs up the road. But it took us a year to get Juju Bean to come to us. We eventually just kind of had a trapper because we was coming up on a winter that was going to be really cold. But once we got her in the house, she hid under the bed for 5 days. I mean, didn't come out for 5 days. And now, if this one over here, hold on. If she leaves the room, if she goes to the bathroom and shuts the door, when we was in our house, if she went to the bathroom and shut the door and came back to the living room, she acted like she'd been gone for a year.
Yep.
You know, she is highly attached to her. But it took her a long time to come back around. I mean, all in one day, her whole life changed. You know, I mean, Granny was her whole life, and then one day it just changed. You know. Oh, Tammy. Poor baby. She's a 14-year-old purebred Chihuahua who's completely blind. 14 years old. We had a little Chiweenie named Little Bit. Now, that was my ride or die right there. And yeah, dogs do grieve.
Yeah, they do.
Tammy said her other Chihuahua's mixed name is Juliet, and the dad of it is Romeo.
Really?
Granny had one named Lily, and Lily had Romeo and Juliet, and that was the two she kept. And like I said, Romeo, we had some mean dogs up the road. They came down to Nene had a min pin named Little Bit.
Oh.
They came down to Granny's yard and got Romeo. I'm talking about like Rottweilers and pits, and he's a Chihuahua, Jack Russell, and drug him back up the road and unalived him. We found him in the yard. Just
it was terrible.
He was very, very bad, messed up. And our Humane Society said there wasn't any proof that they did it. I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. Good what? And so when everything happened with Granny, the mama dog got given away to somebody else, but nobody could catch Juliet. And Granny always just called her Julie. Like I said, we had to end up trapping her because it was getting cold, and it was the winter. I don't know if anybody knows our little history here, but we got Reelfoot Lake about 40 minutes up the road. That winter, Reelfoot Lake froze. That's how cold it got. And we was like, we've got to get her inside. If we don't, she'll unalive outside. She'll freeze to death. So we trapped her, got her inside, got her used to us and everything. She's still real skittish. She's always been a skittish pup. Even when Granny had her, she would run and hide from people. She just didn't like people.
Yeah.
She likes a few people. That's what I always say, that if she lets you pet her, you're a good person.
Yep.
Because she doesn't let anybody pet her. So if you get to her and she sits there and lets you pet her, you're a pretty good person. What are we winning, Alan? See, somebody just come on here just to be rude, just to make to try to bait me into arguing with them. I don't even watch basketball. Yeah, it's always sad when you lose a fur baby. A little bit. I was holding her when she passed, and it was just, oh man. She was my girl. Oh, I gotta change subject, guys.
I was gonna say, talk about something else.
Yeah, that was just somebody coming in here trying to get me started to argue with them so I can get kicked off my life. But look, guys, it's late. I stayed on here a lot longer than I meant to. We're not getting any battles that are coming across us not popping a violation. So we'll be back on tomorrow night around 7. Y'all have a good night. Shannon, it was nice meeting you. That's what we like. We like people to come in here and have good conversation and meet new people. And so many people come in here just to be rude, like these other people had just done it a few minutes ago. But Charlotte, Miss Brenda, Shannon, Nene, all of you that are on, Tammy, DH pop back on there. DH, I still have the beard, brother. And that guy just keeps logging in with accounts to.
I don't even know what he's saying.
Oh, he's saying you're my brother.
Oh, okay.
And he just keeps popping in with accounts trying to get something started. So we're going to leave on that note because we've had a really good night, and I don't want to end a good night on some stinky booty hole's opinion. So thank you everybody who gifted. Thank you everybody for double tapped. Give them a smile for the end, baby. There we go. DH, my beard's still intact for another night, buddy. Um, in this one, just like I always do, I always like to tell everybody, hey, you can never have enough of two things in this world. I know it's a 3-up. I got nerve damage in that pinky. It won't go down. Can never have enough love or enough prayer. Let's love each other and let's pray for each other. Y'all have a good night. I missed the button. Okay. Maybe have a good night.